Hi guys and welcome to another week's news with Robbie. Welcome to another week's episode with Robbietow Star. So I really had a wonderful and a wishful Christmas, and I hope you got absolutely all the presents you wanted for Christmas. And you might as well see we've taken down some of our Christmas decorations and we've added some new ones up. So now let's get to the news. But before I start that, subscribe, like, smash that bell button because today it's going to be a banger. Tuesday, December 24th, 2019. Don't skip a page. Junior champion Finn gets in the festive spirit with this chimney piece, De-Resistance. Last month, he became the Junior Bake-Off champion of 2019. Now 13-year-old Finn Woodward has created the impressive Christmas cake. The schoolboy has been in high demand since winning the Channel 4 competition, with requests for sweet treats coming in especially from his teachers. Finn, who began baking with his grandmother and spent hours learning techniques by watching YouTube videos, has created a cake called When Santa Got Stuck in the Chimney. That's pretty damn funny because there's also a song called When Santa Got Stuck in the Chimney. His two-tier masterpiece includes a bottom layer of fruit cake, then a vanilla and chocolate chip sponge on top with a Biscoff buttercream inside. The cakes are covered in white fondant with red fondant squares to create a brick wall. It is topped off with an upside down Santa sticking out in red and black icing, with snow effect icing to finish. Finn, who lives in Manchester, beat 20 others. That's a lot of competitors, and he beat every single one of them. I'm like, imagine to be Finn. Well, I probably wouldn't even be able to do that. So he's got a lot of baking talent, I'll tell you that. Beat 20 others to the Junior Bake-Off crown, impressing the judges with his showstopper, a cake in the form of the winner's trophy. Speaking about his love of baking, Finn said, "I like how therapeutic it can be. It just takes you away from everything. I have been baking for only 18 months and he's done such a masterpiece. It's really young and not long, but then to make such a masterpiece in 18 months. I'm like, what? By now, he should be a championship, like in the first best ever championship show ever." He added, "I was using YouTube before just for entertainment, and then I had a school cooking assessment where I had to make fruit cupcakes. I remember thinking I wanted to do quite well in this. So I started searching for different recipes on YouTube. Well, YouTube could be really helpful, but only if you don't watch games and stuff, because that doesn't make you anywhere near smart. Real life advent calendar that'll lift your heart. On 24 nights in December, one small London community comes together with 24 enchanting homemade window displays. The result, a glorious lesson in the true meaning of Christmas. Magic can be in short supply on a damp winter's night in North London, but stroll along the Victorian of terraces of Whitehall Park and now and then you will find it glowing in front windows. In Dresden Road, for example, the shining through the golden clock face of Big Ben can be seen shining through the dusk. In the window of a house in Crusadia Road, Clara dances in silhouette while with her nutcracker turned prince. And in Harberton Road, a charming family of 9 penguins greet the passers-by. There are 24 scenes dotted around, some simple, some elaborate. This is the living advent calendar, in which front window scenes in homes that the place of those tiny doors containing festive images, gifts or chocolates. And every night since December the 1st, the residents of this area, a mix of affluent homeowners, private and council tenants, and a small old guard who remember the lampposts uprooted by bombs during the Blitz, have gathered to celebrate the unveiling of each successive scene before tucking into Prosecco or muddled wine, mince pies or Jaffa cakes, depending on the means of the creator. No one cares if the tabula is simple or the fare basic. The point is to get together with your neighbours outside in the street people you have hurried past for years on the way to work without ever saying hello, and enjoy the moment. There are no invitations, no cleats, just chance encounters and open hearts, and passerby is welcome, so long as they bring a dash of festive cheer. Friday, December 27th, 2019. Police keep callers on hold for 3 hours. That is very long for the police to not answer your phone call. And what if the crime is really big and bad? Police keep callers on hold for 3 hours to report a crime. Third of victims hang up after no reply on 101 non-emergency line. Crime victims reporting burglaries and other offences and abandoning up to a third of calls to the police 101 non-emergency hotline amid lengthy waits. Figures obtained by the Daily Mail show how police across the country force victims to endure huge delays before getting help. See, just like I said, it can be something really big, but it takes 3 hours for the police to listen or report what happened. Four forces revealed the longest time they took to answer a 101 call was more 2 hours, and 5 more than an hour. In many cases, the 101 service is the only way victims can report car offences and thefts. One MP described the delay as deeply worrying. Well, that would be deeply worrying for me too. Because what if, something really bad happens and then you probably get killed because the police didn't report it quick enough. Harry and Meghan's Xmas Island hideaway. Harry and Meghan have been to Canada's Vancouver Island during their 6-week break from royal duties. 6 weeks is pretty damn long. And since royal duties can be so big as well. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who spent Christmas with baby Archie and Meghan's mother Doria, were seen out and about enjoying stunning nature trails as the royal family gathered 5,000 miles away for a celebration. In Sandringham, Buckingham Palace confirmed Harry and Meghan are spending time in Canada, but would not say exactly where they were. Well, that's really good. Pacific Coast, but residents on the island off Canada's Pacific Coast, which is a favourite among celebrities, including Baywatch actress Pamela Anderson, told local news they had seen the royal couple. They were seen hiking in a vast park on the island's south coast, which boasts breathtaking natural scenery. The island has been hit by a series of earthquakes while the couple have been there, but there have been no reports of damage or injuries. Pastor, who couldn't swim, dived into pool in bid to save his drowning children. The British father and his 2 children who died in a pool during a Costa del Sol holiday did not know how to swim. Relatives have said Gabriel Dyer, 52, not 25, leapt into the pool to rescue his daughter Comfort 9 after an attempt by his son, Fraser Manuel, 16, failed. Onlookers unsuccessfully tried to revive the 3 of them after they were pulled from the water at the Club La Costa while near Fuengirola on Christmas Eve. Some of the worst times bad things happen as well. Comfort had been playing in one of the resort's 21 pools with her older sister, Favour, 14, Mr. Dyer and his wife, Ulla Bunmi, 49, both pastors at a church in south-east London, are understood to have grown alarmed when their older daughter returned to their holiday apartment home alone. The couple, who were born in Nigeria but held British passports, rushed to the poolside where they found Comfort in distress in the water. Witnesses describing hearing screams while Mrs. Dyer was seen leaning, praying for them to come back to life as a tourist tried to revive them. Officials yesterday said the lifeguards were not necessary at the unheated pool. It was initially feared that the family experienced difficulties with the pool's pump system after a comfort swimming cap was found in a drainage grid. But police later insisted that tests had found no issues with the pump or filtration systems. As a result, officials gave the resort permission to reopen the pool yesterday. The revelation about the victims' inability to swim is thought to have been made by relatives in their statements to police. A police source said investigators have been told the 3 relatives didn't know how to swim or didn't swim very well. That information is coming from the older sister of the girl who died. As nearly 12 million watched Gavin and Stacey, the biggest Xmas. It was the biggest Xmas audience in a decade. That is really long, but to be the biggest, it must have a lot. It was widely expected to be the best and most popular television programme aimed at poor Christmas Day schedule. And the eagerly awaited Gavin and Stacey festive special did not disappoint. With a cliffhanger finale, the sitcom drew an average audience of 11.6 million. That is a lot of people. Viewers, nearly double that of last year's best-rated show, making it the most viewed festive special of the decade. Its closest rival, The Queen's Message, won 7.68 million viewers. Well, that is still a lot, but not as much as Gavin and Stacey had. Asked Smithy, played by James Corden, to marry her. Lucky us, that might be the end. Double checking. Okay, so it's just over here that is left. And it's also about Liverpool. And I'm also a big fan of Barca and both Liverpool. 13 clear rampant Reds open huge gap on title rivals. Jurgen Klopp backed Liverpool to handle the pressure of a 13-point lead as they took another huge step towards winning their first league title for 30 years by thrashing Leicester 4. They were winning by 4 and they had 0. Liverpool. Well done. Give yourself a real big pat on the back. King Power Stadium substitute James Milner scored a penalty, and the outstanding Trent Alexander-Arnold was also on target as Leicester had no. Also, it's not just me who's a big fan of Liverpool. My cousin, auntie and uncle are all huge fans of Liverpool. Every time they score, they all scream like, "Yes, go Liverpool!" And that's what I would mostly do too. So, I hope you guys all, like I said at the start of the video, subscribe, like this video, ding that tiny little bell that turns blue like a moon bell, and then that happens. And while that's happening, something mysterious and magical happens. It tells you when my new videos are uploaded. So keep track of all of them, and I hope you all enjoyed this amazing episode of me reading the news. So, bye-bye!
drunk 3 times this week. Spent all my money on a fleeting moment. Yeah, things were sweet 3 months ago, when I was living how I want on my own. And I thought, yeah, things were sweet 3 months ago.